Welcome to Mal's Healing Corner. We will be discussing a sample business plans related to growing and selling herbs online. In this presentation we will be giving an overview of a sample herb business plan. At the end of the presentation a link has been added to assist you further on your path to entrepreneurship. This plan is here to guide and assist you in adding your contribution to healing the earth. Cover sheet. I believe a cover sheet is very important when creating a business plan. A cover sheet displays the basic information about your business. You can make it as creative as you like but simple for the bank to take you serious about your endeavor. You can use the date you wrote the business plan or use the date you applied for your EIN. EIN is an employer identification number known as the Federal Tax Identification Number, and is used to identify a business entity. You don't have to have an EIN to get started, but it is one of the important things you will need to present to the bank. Name of business. Contact information. Date prepared. Prepared by. Below you will find information on how to create an outline or table of contents. The sample below is what I use, but you can set it up however it works best for you. Under each heading you will find subheadings that can be addressed. Table of contents. Company overview. Statement of purpose. Mission statement. Detailed plan. Description and location of business. Product or service. Features and benefits. Legal structure. Market analysis. Target market. Market research, food desert. SWOT analysis. Marketing strategy. Management and employee capacity. Management job description. Employee job description. Financial history. Startup cost. 1. 3-year projection. Additional farming resources. Table of contents, continued. For this portion of the presentation we will use the outline or table of contents below. Always use your own judgment based on what your business entails. Table of contents. Proposal/business needs. Benefit/solution. Business profiles. Business influences. Future plans. SWOT analysis. Proposal. You have to ask yourself, what business need are you solving? Define your proposing business needs, give clear and concise details. Example, Happiness Farm needs a term loan of $50,000 to purchase equipment for our operation. The loan amount is up to you, we just put this amount here for the sample. Benefit/solution. Explain how these funds will help with your startup or increase your business operations. Example, the purchase of this equipment will help increase sales 20%. We would also be able to reduce our expenses by 15% within 8 months, which would increase our net profits. Example, equipment, small tractor with accessories would decrease our employee hours by 15%. This would also allow us to hire more part-time employees. When writing the business profile section you can follow the narrative below. All you have to do is summarize your business example, growing herbal crops, and expand on what your business will offer to the public by selling herbs online. See the sample narrative below. Sample narrative. Our product line consists of a combination of herbs, live plants, medicinal mushrooms, and dried medicinal flowers. Happiness Farm's medicinal herbs, medicinal mushrooms, and teas are created to heal customers' mind, body, and soul. The raw materials for the product lines will be derived from materials grown on the Happiness Farm and from local growers and bulk wholesalers. Where possible, we will use North American domestically produced certified organic raw materials. Production and marketing summary section should be detailed. Go into specifics of your business and summarize your marketing strategy. I have given the example I used in my business plan. Example. Number of herbs. Type of herbs. Average amount sold. Price points. Where you will be selling your products. List of products. Number of acres. Are you selling strictly online or using a brick and mortar? Production and marketing summary continued. Again, go into specifics related to your business. Summarize your marketing strategy and define the target customers you are trying to reach. Example: the first target group will be low-income, rural areas with food deserts, and minorities. Our younger generation are less health-conscious, college-age/grad students who shop at fast food. We will partner with the local food co-op and to introduce younger low-income individuals who grew up with computers. They are likely to use organic herbs, medicinal mushrooms, teas, and medicinal infused oils if they are properly trained on how nutrition and a healthy lifestyle will make a difference in their lives. Once introduced, this target group will likely utilize our online ordering system. When stating your business objectives, think about the first 12 months, and if possible add long-term goals. This will help the bank understand your future goals for your company. Questions to ask yourself about your objectives. What are your business objectives in the next 12, 24, or 36 months? Objective 1. What products will you start selling within the first 12 months? What goals did you set to accomplish for yourself? Example: mixed herbs, herbal tinctures, and healing teas. Objective 2. Are you adding more products? How much income will the new product yield? What products will you start selling within the next 24 and 36 months? Think about the future of your business and decide how many more products you can add this next year. Example: I added several herbs to sell as tea packets bundles related to helping with the healing process of specific ailments. Business objectives, continued. Objective 3. The target group will be low-income families in rural areas with food deserts. This group includes minorities, senior citizens on fixed income, and younger generations who are less health-conscious regarding food choices. Example: these target groups are subsets of a much larger, more amorphous group of consumers who cannot be defined in terms of age, socioeconomic class, or education level. Our goal is to move this group to a healthy and holistic way of making food choices. Overall, you want your goals to summarize each one of your objectives. You can use your thoughts, but please take the time to do further research. Research example: market research. Food deserts in Texas. Based on research from USDA, a food desert is an area in the country with any fresh fruit, vegetables, or other whole foods. For decades this has been prevalent in the areas where middle-class residents reside. The grocery stores closing, leaving only convenience stores. These stores lack an abundance of whole unprocessed foods, which means low-income and urban families lack access to most of the foods that most people take for granted. Management/labor summary. Describe the ownership structure. Is it an LLC, S-corp, or sole proprietorship? The IRS definition of LLC, Limited Liability Corporation. A limited liability company is the untied states-specific form of a private limited company. Sole proprietorship. A sole proprietorship, also known as a sole tradership, individual entrepreneurship, or proprietorship, is a type of enterprise owned and run by one person and in which there is no legal distinction between the owner and the business entity. S-corp, S-corporation are corporations that elect to pass corporate income, losses, deductions, and credits through to their shareholders for federal tax purposes. Describe management team. In this section, create job titles, job descriptions, and if possible write them in detail. Sample job descriptions are on the next few slides. Management and team. The pay rates below are based on what I put on my job description, but you should do research to see what the average pay rate is in your area. Farm manager, pay rate, $16.61 to $30.36 per hour. Greenhouse/farm assistant, pay rate $10.82 to $16.23 per hour. Management/labor summary continued. Job description sample. Farm assistant/greenhouse assistant. Monday through Friday with a minimum of 3 hours per day in the morning. Monday, discuss farm projects for the week, starting harvest for Tuesday delivery. Tuesday and Thursday, harvesting is done in the morning, washing, packaging, clean up. Wednesday and Friday, weeding, pruning, special projects, planting, and soil maintenance. We try to do most soil work during the cool mornings, while seeding and cleaning in the afternoon. Management/labor summary continued. Job description sample. Farm manager. Oversee weekly garden bed duties. Monday through Friday with a minimum of 3 hours per day in the morning. Monday, discuss farm projects for the week, starting harvest for Tuesday delivery. Tuesday and Thursday, harvesting is done in the morning, washing, packaging, clean up. Wednesday and Friday, weeding, pruning, projects, plant, and soil maintenance done in the cool morning, seeding and cleaning in the afternoon. Description. Farm manager supervises staff, monitor crops and animals, and handle various administrative tasks. In addition, they prepare budgets, purchase supplies, maintain a relationship with vendors and clients, and ensure maximum profitability. Management/labor summary continued. Identify the strengths and weaknesses of your management team. If you are hiring older workers who may have an abundance of experience in the farming field, they may be retiring soon. You should think about a succession plan, the replacement, when your person decides to leave the company. If you hire someone as a farm manager apprentice, think about a structured plan to ensure you can retain your apprentice once they have been fully trained. Example. Jane Doe, farm manager. Strengths, 25 years experience. Weakness, may be ready to retire within the next 5 years. Describe labor pool. Do you employ full-time salaried employees, hourly employees, part-time, or seasonal labor? I would think about the number employee I would hire during peak season. Are you able to hire high school students? Will you offer full-time employee health benefits, or will you give them a rebate to pay the full-time employees to their outside benefits choice? Business influences. What do you view as the most important internal and external influences on your business right now? What other businesses do you partner with in order to increase your company's awareness locally and/or globally? Example. What has a direct effect on your product? You could think about the weather, competition, transportation industry, and business partnerships. You could just brainstorm and think about the best and worst case scenarios. Example. Is this a family business? Are your parents transitioning into retirement? If this is a family business, is there a plan in place to ensure the business continues throughout our family's legacy? Keep the list of items because you will be able to use those concepts for your SWOT analysis on the next slide. SWOT analysis is a strategic planning and management technique used to help a person or organization get a situational assessment of their business. Strengths are positive aspects of your business. Ask yourself, what does your business have that the competition does not? Examples. Business is home-based. Products grown organically. Training component add to increase revenue via grants. Owner had experience training in the field. Prices are competitive to other farms, yet we can still receive 100% return on product. Opportunities are ways your business can increase sales or partnerships in order to grow. Examples. We can add new products in-house. Low overhead. Partnership with Texas AgriLife, Master Gardener, Master Naturalist. Most people are looking for healthy alternative. We are our own brand, not part of a chain. Weaknesses are the internal and external things that can affect our business. Examples. Sprinkler system will be needed going forward. Weather is not in our control. New to the market. Cash flow. Staff needs training. Pest can ruin crops. Threats are potential factors that could harm the business. Examples. Follow the local and state laws carefully because they are changing constantly. Change in economy may or may not affect consumption. Increased demand means higher overhead. These are just some of the issues I listed in my SWOT analysis, but I am sure there are many more items you can list in each section. Future plans for your business. What is your long-term strategy for your business? Below are some questions you can answer that will help you long-term. Where do you see your business in the future? How do you best capitalize on your strengths and opportunities for your business? How will the threats be mitigated in your business? What plans do you have to grow your business? What are your future management and ownership plans? Side note, before you sit down to write your business plan, listen to some meditation music, clear your head and write what you feel in your heart. You would be surprised how things work out. Good luck, and I hope you find this information helpful. Mal's Healing Corner. Thank you for viewing this video. Like, comment and subscribe. Please visit the website below for multiple items you can use around your home or a gift for friends. https://www.etse.com/shop/Mal's Healing Corner